I never had so many problems. See if I can put another dent in Grumpy Grandad's truck. Ah, it's almost like you would never know, would you? Phew! Dickhead was here. Oh, it's always an adventure here, isn't it? Sprung a leak. Please don't tell me that's leaking out there. Ah, caramba. Oh no. So yeah, I've only got myself to blame. So just about managed to break everything else today. Oh. Good afternoon, Fenlanders. How we doing? I'm Daniel. Welcome to Fenland Farming Adventures. I will be your host for today's journey. Me and Grumpy Grandad have made a bit of a mess, to be honest. It looks like something has been dragged round here. Huh. As you can see, we've been chopping wood. I got 6 boxes of wood, 8 boxes of wood. 8 boxes of wood yesterday afternoon. Which is not bad going, is it? I got all this bog oak as well, which the eco-mentalists are going to hate me burning that. Because that is just pure carbon. But it burns so good, so hot, so efficient. It's mega. Oh, Grumpy Grandad's come back around here with his wounded truck. Alright. I think we're done with the JCB, aren't we? So I'll get rid of this. Just for a minute. No, I'll just move it out of the way, I mean. I'll get them boxes moved out of the way and tidy up. I'm just going to start gearing up, ready to move our big grader in and out of the way. In and out of big graders tucked behind a load of boxes. Just shelters the sheet and everything from the wind, really. Really exciting day today. We've been chopping wood. See if I can put another dent in Grumpy Grandad's truck. Grumpy Grandad's going to get on with the telly truck in a minute. I have managed to bust myself up, falling out of the sprayer, and I can't get my hip to crack now. Don't ever get old, people. Oh. I don't know what I'd done to my hip for falling out of that sprayer. It didn't help. Lunges definitely didn't help either. Get rid of these 2 boxes of wood. I got a whole trailer load of trees there, ivy and stuff. All these trees that I keep bringing back to the yard are all covered in ivory. They're all mostly rotten. Not that rotten, but you know, it's not great wood. It's proper soft wood. It's crappy wood, but at the end of the day, it's free, isn't it? Free wood is free energy. Grumpy Grandad, I think, is going to get some white tape and just stick over his truck. Poor old thing. Grumpy Grandad's been in here with his packing gloves on as well. Grumpy Grandad is the expert in panel beating and body repair. It's almost like you would never know, would you? Teacup. He's got a knife in his hand, so yeah. Knife in his hand, so I'll stand back. Little bit of tea cut, she'll buff out. Right, I got out. Grumpy Grandad lost a bit of wood. Any bits of wood and stuff that come off farm are all going in these boxes, you know. Why would I pay them on to recycle them when they're all going to burn them anyway? So I don't know, there's laws and stupid laws and stuff coming into effect soon that stops you burning wet wood, and you're not allowed to burn this, you're not allowed to burn that, you're not allowed to do this. I keep all the ivy as well, look. That turns into perfect kindling. Chuck a bit of that in with a bit of old newspaper and off you go. I know why Grumpy Grandad was losing bits of wood, because it's all falling out the bottom of this box. There we go. I'm back in again. Hello. So yeah, now I'm kind of in between jobs. Me and Bailey are going to get irrigators sorted out on Saturday, and we are going to rattle on. Grumpy Grandad reversing. I mean, Grumpy Grandad's still got his overalls on, and I've had to go and put a hoodie on. Ruddy cold out. Not cold, but not hot, but not. It was sunny a little while ago, and I thought we was in for a bit of a roasting hot day, but it's not so much. Right, I got slightly distracted, went and took the log splitter back to Farmer Palmer, dropped that off in his shed. He's happy, I'm happy. I will, because I did wonder about putting a woodland in, and I've got the correct amount of organic matter in my soil for Natural England to give me a grant to put that in. But you can also get trees that every 7 years you harvest them. With a natural woodland, native woodland, you wouldn't. It would be 25, 30 years before you get to harvest anything out of a native woodland. But you don't get a grant for the fast growing trees, that's the trouble. But it hardwood, and it makes excellent firewood. So I may just put a few in and see what they grow like. I don't know what spacings you have to put them in, and I've got a bit of land next to the house there that's hardly used for just dumping trailers and stuff on anyway. So I would like a wood processor at some point. There you go, sorry. Yeah, wood processor would be great. So if anyone's got a wood processor they want to donate to a good cause, I'll take it off your hands for nothing. Nice one. Just kidding. Grumpy Grandad couldn't move this top link the other day. So my first job is to try and get this to shift a little bit. Aha, farmer's favourite friend, the old trusty gas axe. First I'll try and do this. Oh my god, that is proper. That one does move. Let's give it a good old brush up and some lubrication and see if we can get this moving. and then we'll start on the other end. It just doesn't get used enough. The poor old tractor just gets put on either the mower or gets put on an irrigator puller bar, because that'll pull irrigators out, no trouble. This will be my irrigating whip for the summer. It makes sense to just use that little log tractor. Remember folks, when I need to loosen my shaft, I always use WD-40. Let's see if we can get it moving. If not, the gas axe is up and running. Work this end backwards and forwards and see if we can do it without any heat. Oh, I wonder if I can do that. Yes, I can. Work smarter, not harder, eh? Sorry. There we go. Getting longer, I think, isn't it? We're going up. We are. I don't need my hoodie on now. I might take this right out. Clean that end up all the way. Woo! Nearly there. I didn't realise it was as long as that. Jesus. Drizzle a load of oil on this. And put it back in. That's better. Try this end. Yeah, good old clean up. Take it right out. Good old clean up, and then it's all good. Back to normal. Worked for the last one, so I'll do the same again. Just got years and years of grease on there that's gone hard. Nothing job. Takes 5 minutes, but it's got to be done. Phew. There we go. Job done. Fully lubricated. Look how easy that is to go back on now. Well worth 5 minutes of my time, wasn't it? Job's a good one. On to the next job. Alright, let me turn these gas bottles off. I was ready in anticipation to start burning shit. I don't know about you, but I think you're barking up the wrong tree there. There you go, Grumpy Grandad. Tell the camera what you're doing.
Clutching at straws. I've seen them exposed.
Why is the other side there?
But does that mean they're broken?
Poor old telly truck. I like your makeshift throttle. And in it. You can kick with one foot and throttle with the other foot.
I don't think I've ever overcharged one of these.
Grumpy Grandad's a little bit happier now his taped up truck has got a rear light that works.
Start again, shall we?
Yeah. Do you want me to order you some white tape?
Haven't we got any?
I don't think so, no. We've got some masking tape. You want to spray it with white paint.
I'm not bothered.
You have to laugh, don't you, when you cry. Demon Tweets tank tape white, 150mm by 50 metres. 31 quid. Do you want some checkered flag on there?
Dickhead was here.
Dickhead was here. Yeah, should we sign it? Good Friday morning, Fenlanders, how we doing? Oh, it's always an adventure here, isn't it? Today's all about getting irrigator pumps sorted out. Grumpy Grandad's still fixing the telly truck. I hope that worked. We have a live update from Grumpy Grandad on the telly truck. Looks a delightful job.
We'll know what it's not.
Yeah, you'll know what it's not when you finish doing that. So there's a big plug there. When you tip the cab forward, all the wiring for the dashboard and everything go with it. So we think there's a break in there somewhere. And we've just got the irrigator pumps out, and I started filling it up with some water. And look what we've found. I sprung a leak. I'm gonna get on and get this off. Never a dull day, is it? These all went in the shed. We had some -10s over winter. I'm guessing the -10 has caused that problem. So it's obviously got minus something in the shed because it's frozen that up. So let's get on. We've got the, it's an oil cooler plate off of that. Yeah, I'm just waiting to hear back from a few people now if I can get one. If not, if anyone's got a spare dead Iveco 6-cylinder cargo engine, I'm guessing. One of them. I think they go for about 40 quid, so. The whole clan here today, look. Nutty Nana's come around to do some irritating.
I can irritate all right.
You come to help us get irrigating?
No.
No?
No.
Leave us to it.
I've bought you some cakes.
Awesome. Good old Nana. Grumpy Grandad's kind of finished the telly truck over there. But we still can't get it to move forward. Oh. Health and safety at its finest. Yeah, Dad's going to take the other door off. We can't get it. Go in reverse now. Just don't get it into a tight gap. While we had the oil cooler plate off the side of that Irritato, I thought I'd just flush some water through it, you know, just in case there's any lumps of rust or anything in that oil cooler. So a bit of thinking ahead. Thinking ahead, I should have drained the water out, but who knew it was going to get -10 in the shed, you know? So we'll do the same with this one as well now. Get it over near the water. We'll fill it up with water. See what's cracked on this. If they all got cold in the shed. I hope I ain't cracked no blocks or anything like that. So we only tend to put like a tiny little bit of antifreeze in, just for like an anti-corrosion kind of thing. But caramba. I'll keep you walking through the process. Awesome enough, this one's still got a battery on it. Whee! Some life in the battery, that's amazing. Get the airline in the radiators and blow them out. What somebody's done on the other Irritato we've got is put the air breather, so the air breather for the engine sticks out here, and what it does, it sucks all the oil vapour straight back into the radiator, and then we're full. And then of course it congeals on the fins of the rad, and then you end up with a bloody blocked radiator, because then all the fluff and stuff and moths especially fly past it, and then they're sucked in. Stupid morons. Please don't tell me that's leaking out there. No, it's just where it dribbled down, isn't it, surely? Oh no. Don't tell me this one's got frozen as well and cracked the radiator. It looks like it has. Let's see if that stops leaking. Please stop leaking. Yes. Doesn't seem to be slowing down yet. Right, let's get this one in the shed, shall we? Yeah, that's I never had so many problems. I got a pipe split on this one, oil leak, water leak there, and I've got a water leak on this one as well. So that's delightful. What a freaking treat. Oh dear. A rookie mistake's just cost us a fortune. Right, so I normally drain all my pumps down. This year I didn't, I just put them under cover, got them in the shed, and it's come back to bite me in the ass, so what a shitty day. This one needs an oil cooler on it, the whole thing's split. This old trusty one that was for sale is the only one that's holding water so far. I just hope the pumps are not you know. So this one never must have been proper freaking cold for it to do that. I mean, we've left them out in frost before and they've been fine, you know, just get them under cover as soon as we finish potatoes. So that one, my main one, has just cracked the plate that goes across here. This one's cracked the oil cooler behind there, so that's going to need a new oil cooler on it, and it needs a new exhaust on it anyway. And then one of them is split the block. It really just pushed all the core plug out and everything, so that is toast. I do have another engine that will fit straight on, so I'm going to try that. Oh, it's work I didn't need. I was hoping to use that one all year. I like that engine, runs sweet. It is what it is, isn't it? I've made a mistake. Man, it must have got proper cold in that shed. It stayed cold. Like, normally if they get cold overnight or whatever and just warm up during the day, everything melts. But I mean, I've left them out before and not been a problem, and now it's come back to bite me in the ass, so my fault. I don't normally like breaking stuff because I end up having to fix it, so we got to sort that out. So my trusty old irrigator pump that was going to go up for sale is going to be the only one that gets me out of trouble and gets me going this year by the looks of it. The rest of it all looks good. This one just uses a bit of oil. That's the only thing. So, good headache I could have done without. Seriously. Right, I'm gonna go and have my docky, and then I'm gonna carry on fixing stuff. So I'll see you guys in a little while. Oh well, back from docky now. No point dwelling on my ups. We will just start fixing the old faithful, trusty old pump set. Might be the one I get going with this year, till I get a plate back for one, and an oil cooler for another, and an exhaust, and a new engine for the other one, or another engine should I say. But luckily enough I've got one in the shed, but whether or not we put it on is another story. So just getting this old faithful pump set round. Yeah, can't dwell on making mistakes, can you? But the only thing you can do is try and get them under cover, try and keep them warm. What more can you do? I mean, I just can't believe, I'm in shock really how cold it's got in my shed. The sprayer was okay in another shed, the same sort of build as that. I mean, no, I mean the sprayer was okay in a shed that was wasn't insulated. So it's obviously got a proper humdinging cold in the shed, and there's nothing else I can do about it. You can only do what you normally do. I mean, I didn't drain them down, which is my own fault. So yeah, I've only got myself to blame. Not having a very good month this May. It's not been very good, so we'll just keep ticking the jobs off the list. If I can get this one running, put a lay flat and a suction on it, I'm away. I've got one pump at least to get going. So it's not imperative that they get moisture now. You know, they've got a while before they really need some moisture, but I always just like putting a bit of, keeping the seed bed wet, you know, just keeping that moist. So my other field is not going to be ready to Ow! Field's not going to be ready to irrigate yet anyway. They're not even up yet, I don't think. Cookie never mentioned that they were up. Fuel gauge. Yeah. I remember running this right out, so. I have just got this over here just to release the drain bung on the bottom of them. Release the drain bung on the bottom of this pump, and then I'll put 100 litres in it and see if we can get it fired up. Cheers guys! I just spoke to Mrs. Farmer and she was like, do you ever feel like going and sitting on the beach all the time? Retire from farming. If you lot all subscribe to my Only Farmers, I could do that. I'm not sure how many people would subscribe to my Only Farmers, but she would. Yeah, I just drained like half a bucket load of diesel out of this old faithful, let's call it. And now I'm just going to put 100 litres of diesel in it just to get it fired up. This one normally fires straight up. This is the least problems out of all of them, which is becoming more and more apparent. If I put a new stand on it, then we're away. But I've got to put some diesel in it now, so I will let you know what I'm doing in a minute. I'll put a battery on it, put some diesel in it, put battery on it, and we'll start bleeding it up. 200 litres of diesel. At least it's holding water, unlike the other three. So we'll get it backed up here, put a battery on it, and so I'll show you how to bleed all these pumps up, what we do with these pumps before we try and turn them over. We're getting bled up, so they've got diesel going through everywhere, and then we take them round to the water, the hose pipe, and shove the hose pipe right up the arse of them just to get some water in the pump. Otherwise the seals in there don't like that very much, not at all. Now I've got to this pump up, just put some oil in it. It needed a little drop of oil, so I put that in it. I'll change the oil filter. I think I've done that last year. So you have, as far as I can remember, 2 bleeders on here, 2 bleeders on the filter. There and there, and then that's it. I don't know whether you have to have the ignition on or not, I can't remember. There's a little diesel shut off solenoid there that has to be clicked in. Yeah, when I push the button in, that clicks. So it's kind of a free-handed operation, but I think diesel will come out of there. I think it's okay. Let's see what happens. See what happens when I prime the lift pump. Oh yeah, there we go, we got diesel coming out of there. Squirting good. Say, this one's always been mega to start. Do that up, undo the other one. Undo that one, get the lift pump again. Oh, wrong side. There it is. There's got fuel coming out of there, so let me get a proper spanner, one that'll actually fit in there. There we go, boys and girls. Now I've got the perfect spanner row. Nip. Nip. I don't know whether I have to take these off or not. I don't think I do. I think if I got diesel to the pump, I got diesel to these, so let's see what happens. Hey! Yeah, there's diesel everywhere. And now all I need to do, I think, is crack an injector. Where the old easy start comes out to play. Is that the right spanner for them injectors? Oh, I don't know what that's in there. It's massive. Oh, doing it up. Cracked. Cracked. Or not. Battery's flat, isn't it? I'll be back in a minute, folks, when I got another battery. Now all I'm doing, Fenland, is just cracking an injector. I don't know if you can see that. Crack an injector till some derv comes out of it, and then we should be nearly there. So just about managed to break everything else today, and it's kind of like a rite of passage around here that you drop the battery chargers. So that one's already previously been run over, still works fine, and just dropped one I bought for like 15 quid at a farm sale. I just dropped that on the floor, so that's now egg shaped as well. Grumpy Grandad's got a nut stuck in one of the oil coolers on the pump set. One of them days where you want to go back to bed. It really is. Do my head in. Yeah, I have officially given up today. That one pump set's needing just a cover welding up on it, and it should be all good. Fingers crossed. The oldest pump set we've got, Old Faithful, is fine. The other one's having another plate welded up, and I got one with a busted engine, so I'm going back to bed. I'm going to have a nap in the sunshine in my hammock, I think, with a beer. Oh, it's been one of them days. I know you can't win them all, but that's just stupid. It's pure stupidity on my part, really. The only thing you can do is try and get them under cover, put them in the shed, and what more can you do, really? -10 must have got in the shed, and it's popped a load of metal. Hopefully I can get two back together first thing tomorrow morning. Hopefully we'll get an irrigator all sorted out, and at least we've got one pump set running at the minute. Hopefully the other pump set won't take a lot to get running. I'll give them a little run and go from there, really. Happy Friday, hey? It's been a day to forget. I've got to change an engine on one now. I mean, I've left the pump sets out in the frigid cold before. They're not done that, so it must have been a humdinger cold in that shed. Is all I can put it down to. Dad thinks we left them out in the frost, like before they had a frost on them before they got put in the shed, but I really don't think they did. But maybe they did. Maybe they had a -10 on them or whatever, and it's just killed them all off. So, oh man, nothing's ever simple in farming, is it? Anyone wants to come and give me a hug, I am open to hugs. And Grumpy Grandad needs a hug. So I've done his truck, I've done the irrigator pump, dropped the battery charger. It is going epically well. We're booked in to go and do some muck with Brian next week. Go and get him carted out and cleared out with all of his muck. And I'm gonna go and drink some beer. So thanks for watching, get subscribing. Make sure you go and buy yourself a hat and a hoodie. Helps keep Anna doing the editing for our videos. And hopefully she'll be on film next week and we'll do some cool stuff. Cheers guys.